The love of one's faith is the greatest armor a man can wear. With the rise of a noble girl of no bearing to lead our armies against the heathen, King Liscandro of Sardinia has found a fire of faith he thought impossible. In Egypt, the armies of the Muslim pushed back our cowardly brothers in Christ, while our armies fought and died time and time again. Juana is a fearsome warrior, but overwhelming odds have been too much. The king himself has developed a reputation of being harsh and a dangerous man, and is feared both outside and in his own realm. His mind, however, remains his own, and the cursed madness that haunts our family is yet to show itself. But the price for this is high, as his desire for power and prestige forces many into his service, as the ever-growing army of our family marches outward from our island. Our enemies are many, but our faith is resolute. This is the 12th episode of a roleplay mega campaign going from CK3 to Stellaris. If you like the content, make sure to like and subscribe. Take Ragusa, then we're just going to go down the shoreline. I'd like to take a shot at Constantinople, but we can't do that until obviously we defeat the Mongols' army, and it's a big one. We are on the edge of the Christian armies right now, so we're in dangerous territory. Oh, we sieged an artifact. It's a Begrutani of Bruch. Nice. Where the fuck are the Mongols' armies? That's what I want to know. We haven't seen them at all. We're about to win this fucking holy war. Jesus Christ. Oh, they're fighting another war right now. All their armies are in the east fighting in the stands. And victory! St. George has granted King Berhold victory in the crusade for Croatia after defeating Kagan Dashi Dorso and his heathen warriors on several occasions. And George, our beneficiary, became the Duke of Upper Bosnia. Nice. So he did get a solid title out of it. An inspiration for a sword, we will fund it. We have the money right now. Twardomir yawns before bowing deeply. I'm sorry, what? He's a lazy, oh no. It's both an honor and a privilege to forge you a weapon. Is it though? He speaks in a dignified way, but there's a glimmer of excitement in his eyes that betrays his serious demeanor. Tell me, what's your preferred way of fighting with a weapon? I wish to forge something that would suit you best. We'll let him make the call. Twardomir approaches me with a thoughtful expression. Is there anyone special to you, my lord? You must be really my irritation. I mean, is there anyone you wish to dedicate commissioned artifacts to? Not our wife. I can tell you that. Only the Lord guides me. We have a new pope now as well. Pope Lucius II. He's only 31. Stubborn, ambitious, paranoid, astute intellectual. My weapons wealth, Twardomir updates me on his progress. Droning on about the limits of tongs and bellows, and my mind reels with bold ideas for my axe. Forging may not be my personal forte, but that doesn't mean I can't have a say in how my money is spent. Let me take a look at your sketch. At last, the most recent construction project to expand Alhambra has been completed. All the funding I put into its effort have not gone to waste. Alhambra is even more beautiful than it was before, with the addition of a new wing. Alright, let's try and get our sister a new husband. Alright, we want our wife to divorce this man, so we're gonna disrespect him publicly. We're gonna accuse him of violating the sumptuary laws. We have been stood debating the laws of proper grooming and appearance for hours, violently gesturing at each other back and forth, citing ancient laws that few at court seemed aware of. As the smoke of the spectacle cleared, I'm shocked to find I'm in fact in violation of the law. We fucking lost. God damn it! We can murder him, but no, we're gonna challenge him to a duel. We're gonna challenge him to a duel for an artifact. And we're gonna try and kill him in the duel. He refused our challenge! Can we murder him? Yes, we're gonna murder him. And we're gonna find our sister a better husband. He's not fit for the house of Torres. Our sister is a lunatic genius, like our father. The weakness that has plagued my daughter since her birth has finally released its hold on her. Relief watches over me as I see Juana running around with all the other children. Good, she's no longer sick. Klein disappears in Twardomir's smithy, drinking wine and is excitedly discussing the axe he is forging for me. Am I imagining things, or is there an indescribable tension? We're heterosexual, aren't we? Oh boy. The hour's growing late with my weapon, so he puts down his tongs, takes a deep quaff from his goblet, and smiles knowingly. Suddenly, Twardomir steps forward, embracing me. Uh-oh. We're a strong, Christian, heterosexual man. Goddamn sodomite! Get your hand off me. We're gonna imprison him. His fucking sodomite just tried to put his hands on us. So we're gonna execute him for it. Sodomy is, I mean, that's a huge crime. We'll impale him. Why must I always do everything myself? How could I be expected to rule over Sardinia when half of my servants are incapable of following orders? The other half does not even understand them. Drunk it is. Alrighty. One of my agents has acquired a deadly spider and arranged for a servant to hide it in Alivari's bed before dark. All they need to go ahead and he will be as good as dead the moment the spider strikes. Let's do it. Beautiful. The husband of our sister is dead. Now we can find her a proper husband. Yeah, we'll betroth her to the King of Hungary. That's a much more fitting match for her. Munificent King Liscandro, I am Abdul, and I have traveled far to ask for your aid in righting a great injustice. Emir Agdun of Biliad currently sits on the throne of Bialit. I am the rightful and true heir of those lands. If you aid me in pressing my claim, I shall swear fealty to you. Where the fuck is that at? This is a chance for a holy war that we've been wanting for a while. So we will do it. We'll start the war right now. We'll call our banners. This is the opportunity we've been looking for to fight the heathens and gain more territory and a strong vassal for that matter. So Algiers, that's where we're gonna invade. That's completely fine with us. It'd give us a foothold in Africa. One we'll have to hold. We'll need to fortify the hell out of it. And we captured the emir. Perfect. We will take our claims. We will grant the territory to the man who came to our court. And he's not. We need to demand his conversion. We can't have a heathen as our vassal. He will be reborn in the light of Christ. We also now have a claim on Barcelona. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna save up money. I'm gonna redo our men-at-arms. We're gonna expand our holdings in terms of military strength. And when we are strong enough, without the help of the French to show our independence from them, we're gonna fight Barcelona one-on-one. But we need to upgrade our power because our next war will be with Barcelona. We're gonna take Barcelona from our rival there. Odd. This is a completely uninhabited part of my realm. The next village would have at least half a day's journey away, and while I myself rarely travel here, I have had some official business to take care of. And yet there it is. A single gravestone, high on a promontory looking over much of the countryside below. How such a grave got there and who is buried under it, no one knows, since it is quite far from civilization. We'll pay our respects. We're a zealous man. We'll stop to pray for the lone grave. Oh, the Golden Horde blew up. I didn't realize that. Wow. All right, the Golden Horde is dead. They did take a lot of Russia. I mean, they're on the doorstep to Poland, though, now. We finally have some good income for the first time in, I think, really a generation or two. We'll develop the capital, and we'll cope by petting our cat. And doing a little bit of cheeky drinking. We're just getting shit-faced while we plan out, like, improvements of Lagudoro in the city and our trading capital. We're just overviewing, like, plans for, like, a new wharf for trading ships while just getting absolutely fucked up on alcohol. We have a son! Prince Eugane! Balthazar Torres, our son and heir, who is hawk-eyed and possibly intelligent. Possibly. He's a heathen. We're gonna demand he converts. I didn't realize we still had a heathen there. I see wisdom of your faith, but I hope you understand that a long winding path it is from the darkness into the light. Perhaps if you promise me support in whatever way I need, the journey would be an easier one. No. You don't understand your situation. You have said no. Therefore, we will, as a heathen, place you in chains! And he declared a war. He has a lot of soldiers, too. But we can't have a heathen. And we're not gonna bargain with a fucking heathen. Not a chance. His army is headed for our capital. We can't allow that. Santiago has become the most important destination for Christian pilgrims in Europe after Rome and Jerusalem. They all seek to see the tomb of St. James, or Santiago as he is locally known, who was the great apostle of Jesus Christ. However, the original crude tomb of St. James was not designed to accommodate large numbers of visitors. Thus, so the advice of the local ecclesiastical authorities, like Archbishop Hakam of Galicia, its ruler, King Ordanu, recently ordered for the original shrine and altar of Santiago to be demolished and a new one constructed. While many across Christendom welcome the change, it appears many inhabitants of Santiago, including local clergy, do not share the sense of jubilation. Okay, we get a better one. It seems like a good thing, honestly. We have sieged it out. Let's go deal with their army and push them out of Sardinia. The Battle of the Curadoria of Salvi. Getting myself involved deeply into the front of the chaos of the battle, I find myself concerned as a fray of arrows comes flying over the opposition's heads, crashing into my own men. Amongst the injured, I find myself with an arrow lodged firmly into the side of my eye socket. Shocked and stunned, I stumble back to the rear of my army, partially blinded. We have become one-eyed. Fuck. We literally took an arrow to the fucking eye. And we didn't die. That's about right. We'll destroy the last of their army, and then we're going to siege out their capital and put an end to this heathen in our territory. We'll take back Cagliari. Oh, they're trying to go around us. That's fine. We'll siege out Cagliari, then we'll deal with them. Swinging to and fro with my blade, I find myself increasingly confident with my skills as a warrior amidst the battle I'm fighting in. And this, what being an unstoppable feeling's like. Suddenly, I am brought back to earth as I narrowly dodge a blow from an enemy swordsman. The strike that he sent to me, which was originally destined for the side of my head, instead scratches across my face, leaving me stunned and bleeding. We have a scar on our face now. Fucking hell. After retreating from immediate combat to assess my situation, I noticed the damage my body has received. Whilst it is not lethal, it is certainly something to be concerned about. We just got fucking stabbed in the face. We lost an eye in the last battle up in Corsica, and in this battle, Jesus, man. Noticing my concern, my final Sashin hurries over, convinced he has enough training in medical field to give me emergency battlefield surgery. It's recently come to my attention that a local astronomer has been diligently working on some star charts to map the heavens. These aren't just pieces of parchment with lines and drawings over them, of course. They are also quite lovely to look at, with beautiful artwork depicting the various constellations and celestial bodies. Overall, it's a process that takes a lot of time and work. Anyhow, he has graciously offered to sell me one of his charts for a small fee. Our father also studied the heavens. Before he went mad and communed with God, he was a very learned man, and he did also study the stars. So yeah, we'll normally I'd say no because he's callous, but he'll buy it because he will have remembered before he died that his father did such things. We also need to redo our men-at-arms. That's the next thing we really have to do. I'm just trying to get us all of our stuff upgraded. I'm hoping that we get a king who will actually last in late life, because all of our leaders have been dying so quickly lately. We're going to enforce our demands upon him. He is ready to give terms. There's no end to the opinions of once of my son and heir Balthazar. Half of the time, he's trying to tell me what to do instead of the other way around. Good lad. I was making my way through the local town market when I felt something was watching me. I looked around and saw nothing, yet could not shake off this feeling. My concerned guards thought maybe I sensed an assassin. A passing priest noticed my anxiety and told me cryptically, "Ah, a ghost seems attached to you. Don't worry. It's a gentle spirit who means no harm and is curious and playful more than anything." Our family's history with this is not good. This is worrying. It might even help you out and will leave you alone once this curiosity has been sated. There's a friendly ghost haunting us. A haggard-looking peasant stands before me. "My lord, I beg of you for help. A monster prowls in the drylands of Tanas, killing cattle and farmers alike. Few have seen it, but the mangled remains of its poor victims leave no doubt. It's clearly a huge wolf, as bloodthirsty as few have ever seen it. Send your strongest hunters and save us from this voracious beast." After our recent failure in battle, in Corsica, I think we have something to prove when it comes to fighting. So we're gonna go try and kill it ourselves. Peering through the dusty murk of the army, my gaze travels across different weapons of war. A pair of battered level greaves, a recently sharpened sword, a spear with a worn shaft, a rusty farming tool. I pick up the farming implement, perhaps it's been lumped in unknowingly with the weapons. I hack the tool, examining its curiously curved, sickle-like blade, as I give an experimental swing at a nearby hauberk. The blade pierces the mail, scattering a few iron rings across the floor. Taking the small blade out from the midday sun, I inspect it more closely. The blade tapers to a point at one end and disappears into a tang at the other, leaving a length of slightly rusty but still sharp iron in between. The kink at the blade's head gives the implement a wicked curve to it, useful for cutting through shrubs, you think, or maybe finding gaps in armor. It's clear this could be repurposed as a weapon of war, but the question remains exactly what guise said weapon would take. All the preparations are complete. I set out with a selected group of guards to face the infamous monster that is terrorizing Tanas. It doesn't take us long to find it, a clear trail of blood leading us straight to the creature's abode. I was already informed of what to expect, but when the massive wolf stands before me, I can't help but shiver. We have a chance to become severely injured. We're gonna do it. Fuck it. We killed it! Fuck yeah! And we had a mental break. I sat brooding on my throne, my heart heavy with memory, mulling over things I did years and years ago. Did I work hard enough back then? Did my toil avert trouble or cause it? Have I ever truly done the right thing? Where the fuck is the goddamn alcohol? That's the real question. The implement which the Holdings blacksmith Tito explained to me is known as a billhook. Oh, nice. As I enthusiastically supervise him sharpening it, certainly looks the part of a weapon of war. The blade emerges from the tang with a vicious edge to it, running up and through the weighty hooked head. The newly sharpened point glints in the midday sun as I work it into a seam of some defunct boiled leather armor before ripping it back towards me, severing the holding loops in a single swing. Also, we can afford better lodgings. Let's go ahead and upgrade our lodgings, our servants, our food, and our fashion. We can afford it, and we need a more prestigious court. We are becoming a very powerful king. We have 10,000 soldiers. We need to reflect it. Liscandro, the cat has to go. We've already talked about this. My wife, Queen Etzenet, is holding Casper up by the skin of his neck, her eyes red and nose running. I cannot stand this anymore. I can barely breathe when she is around. That's crazy. That's rough, not gonna lie, but no, we're not gonna do that. Casper's not as young as she once was. As she crawls into my lap, I can feel her trembling. I gently stroke her brown fur and listen to her purr long into night, but as silence falls, I know that she won't wake again. Oh, fuck, our cat died. There are plenty of gardens around the world, but surely none that compare to this found at Alhambra. Over the years, the gardens have been continuously expanded with more and more trees, flowers, shrubs, fountains, canals, courtyards, and more. I'm lucky that the King of Granada, I can readily access the lovely gardens anytime I want. It's been a while since I've taken the time to spend a whole day relishing these gardens. Yes, we lost stress. Mongolia lost their holdings in Arabia and Byzantium. It's an Orthodox Ilkhanate. This would be a good chance to try and take something like Crete or Cyprus, to be honest. We know that they're weak. Everyone would know that they're weak. All right, I think we're good to go for Barcelona. We need to get the last of these troops, but then we're good. Working too hard. Let's develop the capital and go drinking. When we plan out expansion of our holdings, we have to be shit-faced. It's a requirement. The latest work of my friend Jedi Du Al Noon. Autumn sorrow. When such beauty countenance is hid from sight, we scream and we wail, no matter our might. Without him, we are all but hollow shells, our lonely hearts and separate selves. That's okay. That's better than most of the CK3 poems. All right. With our newly found army, we have cultivated over really the last decade, really the last 2 decades since we were a young child. We knew that Sardinia, although powerful economically, did not have the martial and military strength needed to reach the ambitions of King Liscandro of Sardinia. We have trained ourselves in battle over decades, we have trained our men, and now it is time for us to take upon our ambitions. We'll war on Barcelona. Though our rival may be dead, his family and what they have insulted ours still lives on. We will take the fight to them. All right, to Barcelona. We will get revenge. It's been generation, because I mean, he attacked us when we were like, what? We were 11, I think, so it's been around 2 decades, 20 years. That'll be close. We're gonna lead this ourselves. Oh, this may go real bad for us. Yep. Their armies, how the fuck is it so big? All right, we're gonna call the Hungarians, and we'll call the Duke of Bosnia. Amidst the chaos that engulfs the plains of Barcelona, I attempt to catch my bearings. Across the feed, I spot Du Al Noon desperately fighting. Oh no, is he gonna die? Barcelonian pikemen are slowly surrounding him, his exhaustion only too clear. The glint of a spear suddenly catches my eye, and I watch as Count Burrell, the spy master of Duchess Ganilda, delivers the vicious death blow. Damn, he's been with us since we were a kid. We'll go back into our territory when we'll reinforce. The hole my Aunt Mariana's death left in my heart remains, clawed open each time I think of her foul killer, and the justice that remains to be served. Day after day, the cruel logic of revenge dominates my thinking. Fouled each night by fitful dreams where I see Aubrey and all of House Bourgogne, wrecked by the same grief my family endures. King Aubrey of France becomes our rival. Man, he is really starting to get vengeful. Where are the Hungarians? Here they come, 7,000 soldiers. That should be enough to defeat the Barcelonans. Here we go. We got the siege equipment on this one. Eerie loud sounds were heard at night in some of the nearby villages of Almeria not too long ago. They were sometimes accompanied by strange colors in the sky. Investigations by officials and soldiers could not determine what they are. We really have a problem with ghosts, don't we? It's our fucking family, I swear. They're gonna come, so I want to be the commander. Let's do it. We got seafarers, nice. Oh, here they come. Where the fuck are you going? Don't you fucking dare. All right, this is important. Fuck, where the fuck is Hungary at? Oh god. Damn. Local mystic insists on seeing me, and upon being brought into his presence, he started wailing. Is that blood on his hands? The signs are not in your favor, my lord. I smell the intestines of a hand, and the blood show me your future. It is dark and full of death. We'll call all of our family members to help us. We're calling in. It's a family meeting. The family meeting will be on the doorsteps of fucking Barcelona. Someone is trying to kill us. Oh no. There's a story in our little town of a king with a garlic crown. To battle the infidels, he rode on a donkey, but his only success with a small monkey. This ballad has become popular among the wandering minstrels. About us. Oh, it was sung in our face by a heathen. We're gonna imprison him and stop it from being done. Someone is definitely plotting to kill us. We're gonna go for it. Their army is split. We got there first. We're getting pushed back. Come on! Hungary, you fucker! Oh, not enough. If Hungary had been there in time, we would have won that. Fucking hell, this is not going well for us. Give them that. Our daughter came of age, and she is a fortune builder. We lost 1,100 gold. That bankrupted us. We completely failed the war at Barcelona. Our forces were defeated time and time again. And as such, we were forced to give extreme terms to Barcelona, which we did to them before. We took 2,400 gold from them in the past. They took 1,500 from us. And yeah, we're pretty deep in poverty. The Pope will help us a bit, but still. This insane grudge needs to stop. I'm scared to go anywhere and I jump at the merest mention of Borgione. My cousin is clearly shaken. I'm torn between the risk posed to my family and the need to teach King Aubrey a lesson. He's trying to kill us. That's who it is. No, we're gonna finish it. Let's try and murder him. This has been very hectic. We've not done very well, but it's been interesting. King Liscandro is on a path to either find redemption, destroy his opponents, and expand dramatically for Sardinia, or he'll be another in a long line of tragic Torres kings who have failed to do what they've wanted. He hasn't gone mad yet, but he is a vicious tyrant who, despite that and building up his military, has been unable to do anything he really wants. So we will continue this next Saturday and hopefully get a better in for one of the kings of House Torres, because my God, it's been a while.